Hello and welcome back to Marvel Puzzle Quest with me, P.I. McLeod, and it's been less than 24 hours since I last streamed to you. Very unlike me, and I know it, but busy weekend here. We've got puzzle gauntlets, we've got bosses, we've got the Crash the Titans that I always do on the weekends, and most of that stuff I mentioned is already done. What have we not done? Boss time! It's day 3729, and welcome back to the stream. So, what we're doing for the stream today, I'm not doing no normal boss hits. No. X-Men vs. Apocalypse, by the way, it's already done for me and mine, and I'm sure you and yours are close, or maybe you've already finished it, or maybe you're not in a good alliance to help that finishes these things off. But in any of those cases, I'm not here to show you regular boss tactics. On the regular boss, you're allowed to go in and let's say a hit replay mission here. You could pick any of the people you have to pick, these non-human choices, but then the side ones, oh, that is not the button I wanted to hit. On these side ones, you could pick anyone else you wanted. So I can go down here and scroll and pick, I don't know, Crystal if I wanted, and scroll down further and hit Cloak and Dagger. It just doesn't matter. And that makes it a lot easier to go through the normal boss. We're not here for that. You could probably figure that out by yourself at this point, and if not, I have a ton, and I do mean a lot, of other boss videos I've been through in the past where I show off tactics on how to beat Apocalypse with all kinds of different team makeups. We're here for heroic mode. And heroic mode means we have to have a specific choice of characters for all 3 slots. And for all 3 slots, we can only use, well, non-humans. All 3 of them. It's a little constricting. It's not as bad as when they said, hey, Dark Avengers only. Remember that? Ugh, that was pretty bad. But we definitely have our choices limited here. Now, as always on my channel, I try to avoid 5-star usage as much as possible because not everyone has all 5-star options. There's just not a way for me to guarantee what you have and what we have access to. But for better or for worse, I try to use just the 4 stars and less, so that way more people have access to these tactics. I also do make full use of supports when warranted, and this is definitely going to be one of those times that supports are needed. So we're going through these hits, and we're trying not to use 5 stars, and we're going to go against waves of people right now. I highly suggest someone that's going to help you handle a crowd, because these are the wave hits, right? So, I mean, I might go off and just say it's a classic team. Mantis, Drax. Oops, I gotta put that out of the way. I keep clicking that my little live button there. And Rocket. Because obviously Rocket makes the strikes for the Guardians to do their thing. Mantis and Drax make 1-turn countdowns together and make damage based on them. Of course, I need enemy tiles to match, but hey, this is a wave node. There's bound to be some goons in there or someone making tiles. It should fall into our favor. Cross your fingers that it's not just like 3 Dark Avengers sitting there just giving us the finger. So, as long as this falls into play just like this, this team should work fine to handle them. Ready? I think we are. See, there's 2 goons back there. We can start matching those nodes, those tiles as soon as possible, and we'll get rid of a lot of, BS. I need to match this blue at the bottom, I think, to start, because Psylocke is going to want to match those reds, and we need those strikes. So, just so you know, I put the element guns on Rocket because when he makes matches, while they're on the good 60% chance-ish to fortify tiles, and that's a big deal. We kind of like to keep our strikes around. See, there's 1 fortification right there. So we'll try to keep our fortifications, our strike tiles around as long as possible. See, she just got rid of 1. I think it's because she's jealous, but I'm just theorizing here. There's another one fortified, and she got rid of one. Seems like for everyone we fortify, she gets rid of one. That's not fair. Probably is fair, but I don't think it is. Here we go. There's a red. I'm trying to match tiles with Rocket because I know he is going to fortify. Well, has a good chance of it at least. So I would match that purple normally, but fortifying my strikes is a pretty good priority right now. I could put someone to sleep, and I think that's a good idea. We'll go over here to whoever seed there. This guy's tiles. He's controlling those tiles. Let's put him to sleep. There we don't have to worry about him and his tiles going off. I know my green sleep tile is very matchable, but I'm not worried about it, honestly. I'd rather just keep hammering away at Psylocke as much as possible. She'd be dead if I didn't lose 2 strikes. Psylocke. There we go. So he'd wake back up, goes back to sleep. Big whoop, right? So now I can fire off this blue and start making more tiles to help us. Why not? These are attack tiles, which when paired with the right attack tiles, makes an exquisite flavor combination. Okay. Let's get this guy dead. See, he's nice and dead now. Don't have to worry about him and his tiles. And someone's about to be afraid, which means he's going to die. Those you are afraid tiles when they're already stunned are just amazing. Now we have to deal with Mystique. Yikes. She's not so bad unless she gets enough purple to start shapeshifting, which she is 1 away from. Yikes. But her other 2, her blue and her black, are not close, so maybe we have a moment's reprieve. Fortifying more tiles, doing more damage. Take this purple. Now Drax could fire his purple off. She's trying to get that black up and running. We don't want her to. Okay, first off, we have what? Do we have any countdowns out there? We don't, but it's okay. We'll still take a strike tile. It's like a base strength 849. It's really strong for 4-star level. 849 on a strike tile at 4-star level is pretty amazing. But it is only 1 tile, so it's kind of compensating. Not in that compensating like I'm driving a big old truck and compensating for something else sort of stereotype. No. Note that I said stereotype. Thank you, Rocket. Very nice. And that should be that. Very easy. Easy to exploit this team when you know there's goons that are going to come out. And these wave nodes usually have goons. That's one team you could use. But we can't use them against Apocalypse. Why is that? They have enemy tiles. Wouldn't it work really well, P.I. McLeod? No, it wouldn't. Because Apocalypse can't be stunned. And since he can't be stunned, Mantis isn't going to do that big damage because she only does the big damage to enemies that are stunned. She will make the countdowns, and the countdowns will have a secret weapon damage by Drax, but this secret weapon damage is only, well, about 4,000, and that's somewhat decent, but you would need a lot of those You Are Afraid tiles to go off to do enough damage to really make a difference against him. Because remember, he's just going to regen his health back every turn. And no, these strike tiles aren't going to boost it by that much. Let's just, you want to do some quick math with me? 1,177 for the strike tiles. That's times 7, because there's going to be 7 of them out there, right? So it's 7,000 extra on top of the 4,000 per countdown. So you're looking at 11,000 for each countdown gone. He has at round 7 about 21,000, 22,000 health. So I would need 2 of the countdowns to go away, which means I would need to match 2 enemy tiles. Matching 2 enemy tiles doesn't happen all that often in this, and not to mention when it turns to round 8, which it will eventually, right? He's going to have about 40,000 health. That means you're going to need like 3 to 4 of those tiles matched at once or destroyed at once to make enough You Are Afraids. There's just not enough option to make this worthwhile. I have a different team in mind I want to use, but I'm waiting to see if someone joins the stream. If our buddy John joins the stream, I definitely have a team waiting for him. But yeah, I digress. Let's move on to a different team in the meantime. Ah, boy. There's a lot of different options, but they're not all that solid. I say that sadly because it's not easy using just a team of non-humans against Apocalypse because he regens his health off and because he's ticking away at your AP. But let's use some people that are definitely going to help, well, right now, okay? Let's note Gore, because Gore is basically going to say when you put out so many enemy attack, strike, projectiles, he's going to remove them all in one fell swoop, and that's going to basically get rid of one of the horsemen right then and there. What that also means, though, is that he's going to put out that countdown for death, he being the enemy, Apocalypse, on turn 1. So you have to have a way to get rid of that countdown pretty darn quickly. So if you look through your options here, we need a way to either board shuffle or do random chaotic destruction, something pretty quickly. And that's where we run into troubles. Especially in the 4-star and 3-star realms, because for quite literally, we don't have a ton of different options for random board destruction at this stage. Oh, I want to note that Dupe is a nice catch-all for a lot of things. It's kind of nice that he's in here. You can kind of pour through his abilities and see like what could actually be useful here. Dupe Aid, for example, might not be too bad for keeping some of your AP afloat when Apocalypse keeps trying to lower it down. But you do need to have more than 9 of those tiles out there for him to steal, and Apocalypse really favors yellow, reds, and blacks, seeing as they're his favorite, so you're probably not stealing those colors anytime soon, just as a note. Not just a phase isn't bad, because obviously you're going to be matching enemy and probably friendly tiles away. Wait a minute, at the start of the turn, one doesn't exist. Create a 2-turn 4-die purple repeater that collects the strength of all matched or destroyed strike, protect, or attack tiles. Deals 850% of the collected strength as damage to the target and resets the collected strength. I'm wondering about that because you know who's good at getting rid of tiles, enemy or friendly? Moon Girl. Moon Girl's purple only costs 5. And if this tile's already out there, she can really sweep the board away of things. That might be our use. There's always Strike, Strike, Turkey, which is basically whales, but we would need 14 purple to pull it off. And do we really want to? Nah. Everyone kind of knows the whales tactic, right? Get a bunch of purple, make it happen. So we're going to kind of avoid that one. Here we go. This replaces enemy strike, attack, and protect tiles, which isn't bad because that could help you get rid of enemy tiles, but we already have Gore on the team. Don't have to worry about that. Piercing Throw, though, this destroys a chosen row. In other words, you can choose a row with the death tile in it and get rid of it. Unfortunately, it costs 11 purple. So we have to make sure to get a way to get 11 purple. We'll keep that in the back of our head. Peacemaker. Select a tile, stun the target for 2 turns, transform any chosen tile into a purple 3-turn countdown that returns 10 purple. In other words, this could be good for getting rid of a death tile. But we would need 12 purple. Again, same problem. Same thing again, but for damage. Needs 11 purple. Plasma Barrage just does damage. Crescent Darts. Destroy a random row. So, I mean, this is good for damage. Creates a 4-turn fortified countdown that targets an enemy while it's on the board. Whenever the enemy deals damage, reduce that damage by a pretty decent amount. And then deal some damage back. See, now that's not bad, because it's whenever that enemy deals damage, and you know sometimes the enemy has countdowns, sometimes he does cascades, sometimes he does things, you know. Like, remember his strong will survive? Man, if they can get this out on the board, that's 4 hits right there of this. But, again, 10 purple. If we had to change this to anything, I think piercing throw is probably a good one. It gets rid of a whole row. Not just a phase might be fun though. But well, again, we got gore out there, so let's not jump to conclusions, right? Right. I don't know. That crescent dart sounds really cool right now. But anyways, let's go down here. Talking about getting rid of Apocalypse. So if Dupe would take X amount of damage, negate it when he returns from being stunned, deal damage. See, we can't guarantee that Dupe's going to be in the front to take this stuff. X Fender, whenever the enemy fires a power, he creates a projectile. But again, Apocalypse doesn't fire that many powers generally. He has like his strong will survive, and that's about it. So I don't think it's going to come in handy that often, if at all. Now this isn't bad. Base match damage up by 225. Take 90% less damage from matches. That's not bad. Leading the charge. If he's in front, he takes 25% less damage from matches and powers for each teammate still in the fight. Not each X-Men, just each teammate. You know, whenever the enemy makes a blue, purple, yellow match, he gets sent to the front. Not bad. Deplete yellow AP, dealing damage for each. This is basically like your big Iron Man punch, but it's yellow based instead. It's okay. I want to note that this actually can be an Apocalypse killer if you get a big reserve of yellow AP. There is ways to do that, but we're not here necessarily for that right now. This deals a lot of damage to the enemy and extra damage to the enemy team. Both increase by 14% for every yellow AP over 9. So, again, it's kind of like the repulsor punch, but it has a good starting damage. Like, this is good to fire off right at 9, maybe 10. This is good if you could build up way over that. You know, this is good for, like, end game. Like, let's pull up the 20 plus yellow. Okay. Dupe Might. Anyways, I'm sorry. Dupe Might. This deals damage, creates some fortified protects, and some enemy strikes. It's decent for that. It is cheaper. It's 7 yellow, and plus when you match enemy tiles, or whenever these enemy tiles are matched or destroyed, you do some damage, jump to the front. It's okay, but we're not going to have a lot of enemy tiles because Gore's out there. Finally, Recovery. Recovery is probably one of his better ones. It's only 6. It heals a lot of health, and if it doesn't, if you get to match it ahead of time, you get to deal a lot of damage to him. It's probably one of the best ones to pick for him for this fight. Particle Accelerator. This is basically just Polaris Light. Dupe just knows, which is like 5-star Professor Xavier's defense buff. It's not bad. I wouldn't necessarily pick it for this fight. This is like, now notice this one here. Swap 64 random blue tiles with red tiles. I want to say it's glitched because Magneto doesn't do 64 tiles. It's like 8 random reds and blues or 9 random reds and blues. 64. Okay, that's the whole board. Got it. Deals 2,444 damage for each swap. That's a lot of damage. You could kill him with this one move. You have to have enough blue and red out there, but it's possible. Team Loyalty, get some fortified yellow repeaters, so reduce other repeaters or countdowns to 0, and of course has a passive, so that when friendly countdowns or repeaters hit 0, he gets a burst of health. Well, the team does. It's okay. I don't think that's worth putting in your slot when you have these other options. Psychic Meddling. Now this is kind of fun. 2-turn purple repeater, destroys 4 enemy strike, protect, or attack tiles. Again, we don't need that if we have Gore on our team, but if none exists, repeater tile destroys 2 AP in the enemy's strongest color. When it's on the board, disable the enemy's abilities. I want that to be noted. Have you ever disabled Apocalypse? Yes, it is possible. If you disable Apocalypse, he can't regen. Did you know that? He literally can't regen. because his ability is, you know, disabled. Regeneration is done. As long as it stays out there, he's helpless. This tile is destroyed if the selected enemy is down, which we don't care about. See, this is the sort of thing that you kind of want. And it is a 2-turn purple repeater, which means that you don't care about the fact that, like, once you cast it, it'll stay out there unless the enemy deletes it somehow. So we might actually end up doing that. This one's pretty good too. Mind over matter for 10 blue. You can convert up to 4 random enemy special tiles, or 6 if you put it to level 5. Which this includes countdowns. Okay, it's not a bad way. Here's the problem with everything we just said. Mind over matter and cyclic meddling are great candidates for fighting Apocalypse, but we still have yet to have a way to produce the blue to guarantee this is going to happen. Just like if he had purple for his Star Spangled Avenger or Peacemaker or Piercing Throw, we need that purple to make this work. So Dupe has a lot of good options, but you need AP to feed him for this, okay? There was a lot of TLDR in there, and I apologize if it bored you to half to death, but we kind of need to set the table on that. Let's see. You could use, I'm not going to go into depth on it, but Howard's blue is pretty good. It's 10 blue, gets rid of 5 enemy special tiles. It would do a 3-turn stun as well if Apocalypse was stunnable, but that's not part of the discussion here. If Gore wasn't around, his blue is actually really fun to produce green tiles for you. We need ways to get rid of enemy special tiles. And I mean countdowns. Otherwise, I talk about Throg. His green gets rid of strike, attack, protects. But again, we have Gore. Cosmo's really fun for a few reasons, but I'll get into that a little bit later. I have an idea for him. You might enjoy it. I think Devil Dino might be our way. Moon Girl Devil Dino, because it's the purple one costs 5, and then they start doing their dance party, and it starts spinning tiles around, and if we just get a little bit of purple, we can make this happen. And it's only 5. I'm gonna see it. See, 5. 4 5-turn Dino Dance countdowns. They move away from the edges, they rotate all adjacent tiles, destroying any special tiles that are rotated, and then swap places with another random basic tile. And whenever a dance tile leaves the board, gain a scrap point, which the scrap points are used for this giant blue hitter. So if we can get a way to get, once again, remember what we did with Dupe? We need blue AP or purple AP? Same thing here. But she only needs so much. She needs a lot less than Dupe needs to be effective. So can we guarantee it with another character? That's really the question. If I had to guess, wager, whatever, I'm almost looking at Hitmonkey. Why would I look at Hitmonkey? This ow that stings. It's only 5 black, but look at the passive. At the beginning of the player's turn, Bryce swaps the color of a random tile and enemy's strongest color to Hitmonkey's strongest color. Hitmonkey's strongest color is purple, so we would get our purple a lot quicker. Okay. Supernatural enemies deal 25% less damage to Hitmonkey, but we don't really care about that. The fact that we're getting purple more often will keep the dance party rolling. And then that dance party can get rid of tiles for us. That's literally just the whole basis of that. If we can get rid of countdown tiles and keep them at bay, Gore can get rid of the attack tiles. The only other thing we would need is to produce AP to get rid of the other horsemen. And I think our strongest color would be black. Give me a second here. Yeah, 202 in black. Oops, clicking too fast. Yep, 202 in black. We need to get enough black to make that go away. That's going to be a little rough. I'm a little concerned about that. If we need black, then it makes me want to think of Valkyrie to produce our strongest color. Beyond that, that's rough. That is rough. Guaranteeing AP in this fight is really, really not easy. You could put in like 3-star Loki, so that way if you make the enemy match a match 4, you could steal a ton of AP, which isn't a bad way to go. Once again, you could use dupe for a dupe aid and try to passively steal it, but that would be passively stealing the purple. Black might be a little harder because Apocalypse will probably focus on it. Talos isn't bad because Talos, actually, he makes the strongest color purple, doesn't he? He does, 249. So, the hardest thing would be getting purple AP then. Yeah. It'd be more matchable because it'd be prevalent, but because Apocalypse doesn't care about purple really. But at the same time, he'd still be draining it, and if the board gets dry on purple, then we're kind of screwed. Oh well. I don't think it's going to get much easier. So, oh boy. Let's throw in what we said originally. Let's go for Hit Monkey, because we're going to try out that option of having his black produce purple for us so that the dance party can keep rolling on. I mean, this honestly... Is gore necessary if we produce enough purple? Let's say we put Talos here, right? Then purple would be our strongest. Then purple would be the color that Hitmonkey is also helping us to make. And we'd be using the purple for the dance party, though. But still. I don't know. That's rough. That is rough. We still need the black. I'm a little lost on what should happen here. If I did Talos here, you know what? I wonder if that would work. The enemy tiles would already be out there, but then Moongirl could still dance them away. Talos could actually end up helping a lot more. He has a really good match damage. Don't forget, his black is really good match damage. Let's give it a shot. Why not, right? That's what the whole point of this is, theory crafting. Let's hear for it. Let's hear for it. Wow, that's English. Let's let's be here for it. We'll take this purple. See, he's already draining my purple, 1 per turn. There's a board shuffle. Wow, there's a match 4 of yellow right there, and of red. This is literally what he lives for. I need that purple, but it's like 2 of his colors are right there. Wow. I'm a little torn. I guess I'll take the yellow because then I'll get some purple with it. He'll take the red, of course, right? And then I could take this purple right here. Okay, now we could do a dance party and start removing some tiles. I thought it was 5 of them. Oh, 4 5 turns. I was thinking it was 4 turns. My bad. So now we can go, what, red into black? Sure. Thank you, Talos, for your access. Remember, his access granted means he's stealing when he matches Apocalypse's main colors, so red, yellow, and black. We just got rid of so many enemy tiles. There's only 2 enemy tiles left over there. They're not within the dance reach right now, but they will be. Don't forget this red says you could deal damage to target enemies downed by this damage, can blah blah blah. Hitmonkey's professional. I got a code. 30% increased damage to villains. Apocalypse is definitely a villain. Any damage he deals to villains automatically downs them if they have less than 15% health. So as long as you keep your eyes on a health bar, you could auto down them too if less than 15% is left, which would be what, like 4,500. So if you get him down low enough, fire off the red, it's an instant win. Of course you got to get him there, but you know that's the game. Okay, there's a death tile. So we gotta hope these dances will get it. They should. That's the hard part, though, is actually making sure this actually happens. We can fire off this black. This will destroy 5 random enemy AP, plus 2 for every 3 AP drained. But we're not using team up AP for anything, so what do we care, right? So, yeah. There we go. And now we need to take that purple into our own hands, so I will take it this way. Need a little more purple to fire off into the dance party, because we only have 1 dance party left. Trying to find a way to make that matchable. Oh no, they got rid of my last dance. Uh-oh. Things aren't looking too good, honestly. We need something to drop those blacks into play, or get some purples now so that we can actually, well, you get it. So we can get a dance party rolling, and hopefully that'll match it away. And I have enough to do at least 1 red, but that's not probably enough. I guess we're gonna do this. I was hoping a purple would have dropped. We might have someone die here. Not cool. So this is the whole thing we were trying to prevent earlier in our deals. Well, looks like we're gonna do this. Yep, someone's dying. Oh well. Well, let's make sure my Hitmonkey does what he can, because I'm going to try to make sure he's the one that takes the fall. And now we can... Do we take the red? I mean, they didn't give me enough purple, so why wouldn't I take the red, right? Yeah, Monkey's going to take it. There you go, Monkey down. Oh, there, now a purple's matchable, right? Thanks, game. That's the hardest thing about this, is guaranteeing the AP you want. And I think this is a lesson, really, because we need 4-star Valkyrie is choosable. Is one of the people you could choose for this whole event, right? And the hardest thing that I had with finding different teams to use in this mode was trying to find one that didn't use Valkyrie for success. And it's almost impossible, because Valkyrie is just really good at forcing home the AP you want and eliminating enemy AP as well. It's just the sad truth of it. I see I can't get the purple I need to keep the dances rolling. Now Talos is starting to do some nice damage with some of his colors, but I have to keep making AP to do it. And his AP is slow because his board is in a very bad position right now. There's the purple, but he took it for some reason. I don't understand that point of it because his purple is 31. But he's been taking a lot of purple when he can. It's almost like he sees what we're doing. He sees the code in the matrix. So now the black, that makes sense. Of course he wants the black. It's one of his colors. We'll take the yellow. Now that we'll take. That was a nice cascade. I have 6 purple right now. I could keep it and try to get rid of this horseman up here, because this needs you to have at least 10 AP in a color. Also, just want to note that we have 20 scrap points. We do 3,000 damage plus 3,672 for every 4 scrap points we have. We have 20, so that's basically 5 sets of that. So do some quick math. That's like, you know, 15, say 17,000 damage on top of the 3,000. So that's 20,000 damage. Oh, guess what? That means we win. If we cast a Spark of Genius right now, we win. There we go. Moon Girl's really good. You just need a little bit of AP. And Apocalypse doesn't let you have it half the time. You had to sacrifice to our Hitmonkey just to make it happen. Okay. Let's go back in here. Again, no Apocalypse this time. We just have waves of normal dudes. There's other teams that you could use to make this easier on yourself. If I found one team that was kind of interesting before. I'm going to throw them out there just for S&Gs. We have Namora and Namor. These guys both like it when blues are out there, but don't use the blue. They just want blue to exist. Well, you're going to end up matching some blues because there's going to be blues out there. So Yondu. Yondu's blue is super strong. That's a killer. So if you can just keep this rolling, and if there's any enemy protects, of course, Nomura likes to destroy them. Now, we don't know what the enemy consists of because it's a wave node, so it's kind of a mixed bag. But these guys do some heavy damage when they get the AP in their favor. Again, this is wave nodes. I can't guarantee how everything's going to work, but let's get through them as best we can. We're going to give this a try. Oh, there's Magneto. He makes protects with his yellows. But no guarantees, once again. Let's go with, we'll start with this cascade here for greens to team ups. A little bit of purple up there. We don't need them having that strike tile out there, right? No, there's no reason to let them have that. We probably want to get rid of Ares first. Actually, the more I think about it. The reason I say that is because Ares has some mean team hitting abilities. His Sunder is strong. His green is strong and cheap. There's no reason to let him live. It's not like Magneto is less dangerous. It's just, I think Ares has more team destruction capability at the end of the day. Is that fair? I think that's fair. Let's take this yellow into green cascade. It's got a little bit of black mixed in there. Yondu's black is ready. See, there's that green. Already did 9,000 damage to Yondu just for that. 7 AP in enemy's highest color AP, which he doesn't have 7 of. That kind of stinks. So we'll hold on to that for now. Deals damage to enemy team, destroying 2 enemy projectiles. There is no enemy projectiles. So again, not worth it. Might as well save for his green, which is a lot stronger. 2,228 for what I have here. To the enemy team for each blue on the board. If we have more blues, it does more damage. Simple math. Could use some purple. Could use some black. This black is super strong too. 32,000. But they also gain AP in their strongest color. So it's kind of scary. But it's, you know, at the price of power, I guess you could say. We'll do this red into team up combo here. Get a little bit of black mixed in. So if I did this black right now, 32,000, I could almost end Dakin's life. I could do this too and get like some big strikes out there as well. It would get rid of some of the purple, but they're not using purple, so I almost don't care if they have it, you know? Like, you don't want to waste it on an AP they don't care about. It's not really conducive to good play. Yeah, let's do this red down here to get rid of some of their strikes. So now they have 9 purple. Well, shoot, this means you would get, you know, all 7 of those strikes out there. It's not a bad thing, because that's 1,400 damage on top of everything you're doing. I mean, this green, it's not that strong. It's 14. That's 5,000 damage to enemy team. If I just have a little more green, though, I could do more. What about this red? What's that do? 17,000 damage. So theoretically, you could hit him with the black. That would leave him with 11,000 left. This red would kill him, and you get 5 red AP out of it. Why would we not do that? That seems like a great idea. Just get rid of him. There's that, and then red. So now we got 5 red AP back for our troubles. Now they have 7 blue, but it's okay for now. Just don't want them to get too much of it. We'll take this blue. Come on, Yondu. If they give us another green, we'd be really happy. You know, temporary happiness. Take the black? Sure. Should I take more blue? I think that blue is super good if we can get it rolling. And he doesn't have any way to really hit me right now with a big power, so... Oh, there we go. That's a lot of blue. And he's got his yellow. He's going to do his yellow ability, right? No, it costs 9. Oh, so not yet. I think we'll save this green if we can, because this hits the whole enemy team and we only have 2 enemies left. We can save this for next wave. We'll actually do more that way. So let's hit this Centurion Archery, because this does damage every turn. Does a lot of damage to start. Boop. And then from there we can expect more greatness afterwards. I don't think there's any reason not to do this. He took the green I wanted. He's been taking all my green. It's all because they got Aries on their team and the focus is on green. Black into team up, followed by a red. Okay, here comes those protects, which is good because this is actually what Nomura has been waiting for. Just keep it in mind. Nomura's match and ability damage is increased by 4% for each enemy projectile destroyed or matched by allies. So we might actually end up doing that now. Once they... Oh, wait. Magneto's dead, so he won't do it. Never mind. Call it off. So he's going to do Sunder. He's got enough for it. That's 13,000 damage to the enemy, 6,000 to himself. We don't want Yondu taking that hit. Especially if Yondu is not ready to make a match 4. If Yondu can make a match 4, then he can actually regen his health back with that what's it called? Yaka parachute? Yeah, Yaka parachute. Jeez, almost forgot the name of it. How dare I? Who's gonna do this one? Nomura would do that? Nomura could take it. Nomura's got hit points for days. See, the Yaka assault keep coming. That's good stuff. Ooh, this is gonna destroy. Oh man, it'll take from the purple now, and it still would. It just, ugh. I don't know if I want that. I'll take the match 5 for now. I think that'll be better used. Take some of this green or that red. I think this red into green. There we go. 6,000 left. 17,000 damage, but it won't kill him. It's close. Can we like use some of this to help it whittle it down? Kinda. There we go. Now they're within range to kill with the cut once. Give us 5 AP back for our troubles. Ooh boy, enemy storm is out there. There's only 3 enemies on the board, but look at all those blue tiles. 2,228 for enemy team for each blue on the board. Well, first thing we would want to do is make it stronger, right? So do the Ravager's Ruse. It gets rid of that purple they have too, which Gambit loves so much. And then we'll hit with this Imperious Rex. Now, Storm got mad, but that's rightfully so, right? Anything over here for a team hit? Yeah, we could use some of this. Look at that Call the Storm. It's nice and juicy. So, like, what if we did a Call the Storm, like, right here? There goes Storm. Don't have to worry about her anymore. Damage to the enemy team, destroying it. We don't have enemy protects. Keep looking at that. This purple, not bad, but we kind of like his purple too. That's really good too. I don't see any purple easily matchable though. This does 17,000. How much strikes do we have out there? 840. That's not enough to finish off somebody. Well, wait a minute. This would bring it down to 21,000 for Wolverine. It still wouldn't kill him. Hold up. Wait. Mora's match and ability damage is increased by 6% for each blue basic tile on the board. Currently 42%. So 42% extra damage on top of it? Wait a minute. 42% extra damage on top of the 17,000. So you're talking like an extra, let's say, 7,000-ish damage. So that could kill Wolverine. So this could do more damage. Let's give this a try for science, right? 5,000. 5,700 to everybody. It did do it. Because this extra 42% is added on. So this would kill Wolverine. Yes, it did. Very nice. Let's put these Empire Mites out there. We'll match this away. Kind of forgot about that extra 42, or basically the extra percentage damage that isn't calculated in. I guess this is a lesson for all of us here today. Don't forget that the damage for Namora is not calculated in right away. You have to actually fire it to see the truth of it. Good stuff. The more you know. Okay. Well, I'm going to do the team I said I was going to do. This would not be a good team against Apocalypse. There's no way to control enemy tiles. There's no way to control countdowns. This is not good for it. John, this one's for you. Let's get this going out here. Loki Gator. Scroll on down. Cosmo. And... passed him up, I think. There he is, Throg. There we go. You might ask yourself, why? It's all because of Cosmo. Cosmo's blue. Says whenever an enemy matches it destroys a charge hit tile, they lose 2 AP in the matched color and their abilities are disabled until the end of their next turn. Okay? It doesn't matter if it's level 3, 4, or 5. All this does is change the amount of charge tiles you make with your blue. It's okay. Leave it at level 3. It's fine from there. The rest is really nice damage or really nice protection. Not to mention this thing here and this passive. When the enemy team removes a fortification from a friendly projectile or destroys a friendly fortified projectile that deal damage to the enemy team. First time Cosmo drops below 50% health, create 5 286 projectiles. They're not fortified when he does it like that, but you could fortify it by casting your yellow. Why is this all important? Well, keep with me. Loki over here has his get help. Whenever Loki or an ally matches the charge tile in their strongest color, you get a burst of health. That's okay. Just a log says Loki's invisible for 5 turns at the start of the match. This power is called Death Roll when he's invisible, and whenever the enemy matches a charged tile, Loki deals pretty decent damage and creates a purple charged tile. This damage happens on the enemy's turn. In other words, this is after he regens. So you could start your turn already with, ready to hit him, okay? With less max health on Apocalypse. Remember that he might be disabled from Cosmo's blue passive because the enemy matching a charged tile. If the enemy's abilities are disabled, that means Apocalypse can't regen health. And finally, there's Throg. Throg's blue creates charge tiles every turn as long as you make a blue match, right? His yellow says put your whole team in the air, which means you can avoid his death countdowns. If his death countdowns get down to 1 turn left, you can fly up in the air and say, nah, we're not taking that today. The real piece de la resistance of this team is the fact that you could disable his powers. And if you disable his powers, he's not regenning. And if he's not regenning, he is killable. Ready? Let's get into it. So we want blue matches as soon as we can, because blue matches mean that we can start making charge tiles more frequently. We really need charge tiles out there. This team doesn't work without that. So let's make this yellow match because we can get ready to get airborne. We really want all the AP we can get. An AP boost probably would have been the smarter route here, but I try not to rely on those every chance I get. See, if I put my blue out there with Throg, I unfortunately end up using it just when Throg takes damage, and that's not ideal. We want other ways to make our charge tiles if we can help it. This is where you have other factors come in. By the way, what is our strongest color? I didn't even think about that. Is it... Oh, it's yellow. Oh, he's going to drain our yellow? That's not cool. I didn't even look at that earlier. Not cool, game. We need that to go airborne. Okay, fine. Let's get more blue. Because Cosmo can cast our blue if that's the case then. We could take this black. Right? It's not bad. We could use that black. Loki Gator could do his fun thing. You know, if Apocalypse doesn't take it all first. I think... What, yellow into green? It's not a bad idea. Put yellow, green. Get enough green, we'll zip, zap, zap them in and, get some more bonus that way. Ooh, Gator into blue, which means we have the blue will stay out there for a minute now. This is a big deal. See, charge tiles. Yay! And that's a red one, so he'll probably want to match that. But let's ensure that we have a better chance. We'll put this in purple, because that way if we match a purple, Loki will go invisible. Which is, kind of a big deal. Uh-oh, ouch. Our doggo... Oh, there we go. He's disabled now. He matched a charge tile, so right now, if I look at Cosmo's blue, see, currently tabled characters, Apocalypse. He literally can't regen from things for a turn. So let's get our Loki Gator invisible while we got a chance. See, Apocalypse hasn't regened. Oh, death is out there though now. We need to make sure we can stay safe for a moment, which is going to be rough since he's draining our resources. Oh, he got rid of the court death for us. Okay, that's lucky on our part. Let's put out some more charge tiles. There we go. More fuel always helps. Let's see, a little black and red combo here. It'll help. Stop hitting my doggo. It's not nice. Okay, Gator is still invisible, which means his black is not only going to do damage, it's also going to create charge tiles. When he's invisible and he does it, it's actually pretty beefy. Oh, we have to take this. It's a gimme. And now if he matches that blue, which he will disable himself. Death Roll is now creating more tiles for us. He's kind of getting stuck in our trap now. I want to be able to match a blue without putting Throg in front, but unfortunately Throg is so strong. Yeah, I don't think that's possible. We're just going to match this blue into yellow combo. Oh, he matched another charge tile. So that means Death Roll. Cosmos, look at it. He's down to 14,000 damage and he can't do anything about it. He can't regen. The dog is holding him down. How cool is that? For real. Let's take this red because we might be able to finish him off. We'll fire off the red. No more Mr. Nice Dog. 7,000 damage. Oh no, he might come back. He might actually get some of his health back here. No. Green and yellow. Get help. Ah, you gotta regen back. It's okay. We'll get him. We'll get him. We have a good amount of yellow right now, but I probably should hold on to it because this is kind of rare for us. Get some more charge tiles out there. Let's hold on to our yellow. We'll want... If we get this yellow, it means that... Yes! That guy's done. Now we can hold on to our yellow. He won't deplete it. Death rolls are rolling. How fun is that? So now that we have our yellow, we can spend it now and not really care as much. You know, that's kind of a big deal. Question is, where do I want to spend it? I think we'll just save it for this in case we can't get rid of that death tile in time, right? I think that's the way to go. Let's put out this blue. Because now we can flood the boards with some more charge tiles. And in this case, we already have some purple ones out there. Let's get some black ones out there. I kind of went on for Loki Gator, but there's only 4 black tiles. Well, now I'm a little... I don't know. Let's get red, because that way Apocalypse will match them, and he'll hurt himself for it. Right? I feel like that's a good way to go. I think I've said that way too many times this stream already. Good way to go. Stop it. There we go. Look at this. Death roll. Death roll. Oh, wow. That's strong. And he's dead. I'm going to instigator him right out of here. I mean, that was easier than when I used Hit Monkey and, you know, and the rest of that crew. That worked really well. Okay. So now we don't have waves to deal with. Let's try something a little off. I'm not saying off. That's not fair. Let's just go with something a little more guaranteed. Is that a better way of saying it? I think it is. Valkyrie is still solid, and I feel like it's time we make use of that. I think we should probably really just make use of Valkyrie. And why am I not seeing? There he is, Talos. And I'm doing this because we're going to do a lot of extra max damage to Talos. That's going to help trigger Valkyrie some more. And if we put in, let's just say Rocket to kind of force it home, we could totally get that rolling on it. Or even better, I've done this before and it actually works pretty well, Drax. Because we're going to end up making that... Was it the countdown? Give me a second. Think about it here for a second. I don't think it was that. There's something else to this. Oh, that's right. It was using a 5-star build. I don't know if that's really worth it now, the more I think about it. Yeah, that's right. I was using Gargantos. I would use Gargantos instead of Rocket to make one-turn countdowns. And that one-turn countdown would be triggered every turn, obviously. Drax would do his thing, and then Valkyrie would generate AP. So if you want a 5-star team, throw in Gargantos instead of Rocket here, and that's what did really good for this. This wouldn't do as much because they don't have any countdowns going out there constantly. So sorry about that. I have to think about this in a different way. Give me a sec. I think she's producing red AP. Give me a second here. Look at this. We got red's at 382. Red's at 343. Yeah, I don't think Drax is even up there. 350. Whoa, 351. No way. It's higher than I thought, but it's still gonna be producing red. Okay. Yeah, this will be fun because then Gamora's red can go crazy, or Valkyrie's red. It really depends on what you want. I think we would probably use Gamora's red. Valkyrie's red is nice, but I like keeping her black and her yellow high if I can help it, just because that means, well, more passive fun. So let's go for it. You might wonder why I have those countdowns out there then for Drax. Don't worry, we'll make use of it one way or another. Who do we start with here? I'd say Venom. His stun is super annoying when he gets rolling. Let's do this. I wanted that blue. You really took the blue, huh? Out of all the options, you took the blue. Okay. Who are we getting here? We should probably just look at this. Dakin, huh? Let's just go there. I was trying to be silly, but whatever. The game doesn't want silliness right now, everybody. We can make a big old strike tile. This will help our bounty hunters get done faster. I guess I'll do this. There we go. And now that we have this red, we just look at what the next bounty is. It's on Venom, huh? Let's go over to the Venom. And we could do this. 23,000. Creates a 4-turn red countdown tile, targeting that carry, which deals damage at the end of each turn. Or do this, which does a lot less damage. Drax's red is so bad. Just so sad, really. There you go. Bounty Hunter's triggered. We've already got more red for it. And, well, since we're sitting here, we might as well hit him some more. Purple. Don't match that red away. Of course it put it right there. Okay, thank you. Who are we going for now? Bullseye. Bullseye can take this blue and black combo, can't he? And of course, it puts the red right in danger. Yep. This game is so predictable. Who are we on? Bullseye still. So let's stun Dakin so there's no strike creation and regen going on, right? Oh, I have her blue at level 3. That's right. I usually have her blue at 5, and I apologize. Put Gamora's blue at 5. I had it at 3 because I was doing an experiment based on this black and red combo together. Do better than me in that one, okay? So we're hitting Bullseye still, so let's go over to him. Just now realizing what time of day it is. I'm almost out of time here, everybody. I gotta get a couple more hits in here, and then I gotta get running. You know, like I said, I think I said earlier today I had birthday obligations. They still exist. Who's this for? Venom? I could just do this. That would definitely do it, but this is so strong. That kills Venom. We can move on to our next dude. Bullseye? Yeah, let's do that. Right here. Take that match 4, get it out of the way. That way Bullseye doesn't take it, and we get rid of some of those projectiles. Not bad. I take the purple? I think I do. If only because then we'll have enough purple to cast another Drax purple, which is a pretty mighty strike tile. Who's this for now? Bullseye? Beautiful. That works for me. We can use one of these team-ups, right? That's kind of fun. We can get rid of this. There we go. We'll do this. We'll get rid of some of those enemy strikes. Bullseye's now gone. Bounty Hunter's secured. We can stun you for a little bit so you can't do anything about this. Beautiful. And let's just fire this off because we can. There we go. It's not a bad team, really. It works. You put Gamora's blue at 5, like I said. You could move her black up to 3 if you'd like. For this case. Usually I would have her red at 3, but I think her red at 5 is really strong for this mode at this point in time. Okay, let's do what we said we were going to do before, but we didn't do, which is, let's get Gore out there, and let's do a little more no-nonsense sort of stuff, right? So, Gore, Valkyrie, because this is going to hurt. He's going to make a countdown based on all the tiles he removed right off the rip. Valkyrie's going to make use of that pretty easily, and anytime we take too much damage, she's going to make some strikes to help cleave his head off. And this will make us the strongest AP as well, which will get rid of that other countdown. Now we just need someone to deal some damage, right? And honestly, I don't see any reason not to go Rocket. He's a solid choice. He makes good strikes out there, and when you pair that with Gore's repeaters that he's going to keep out there, I think you're going to do pretty decent. The only way we fail is if these strikes get deleted way too fast. But I think we can go for this. Let's heal her up. Let's make sure we have... No, I think we have everything we need. Let's just go. See, they put... They put a match 5 right there. And I don't want to... So if I move this to the left, I'll make a match 5, right? But I'm getting rid of 2 of my black strike tiles. It'll also make a critical tile in that 6th column. And that will get rid of that green strike tile. I'll lose 3 strike tiles to 1 really, a decent match. Instead of all that, I think this is one of those times that you pass up the match 5. Instead, you do the match 4. I'm only going to lose 1 tile that way. Okay. I want to keep my strike tiles, and of course, he takes the rest of them. That's literally just luck. I couldn't predict that. There's no way of knowing that was going to happen. We do know that he likes yellows, so let's try not to let him have that. Although he will. He's going to take this green match. If I take this green match and move it up, he will take the team-up match and move it left, because they can't resist a good match 4. So that's worth it. There we go. That worked. Okay, we have a death over here and a death over there. The problem is we have to get rid of those deaths before something else happens to us, which I can't guarantee right now. This team doesn't have a lot of avoid death methods. It's kind of the shame of it all. I need to do something. I guess if I'm going to do anything, oh boy, I'm not so certain right now. This death over here on the side is concerning. I guess I'll get rid of this one. Ooh, I have this ready. That's pretty nice. If we get them low on health, which could happen with these traps we have out here, thanks to the Omnipotent City. Omnipotent City is a really good support to put on Gore. I would go into more detail as to why, but just trust me on it. I'll take this blue. Okay, countdown's about to go off. But it's... oh boy. Okay. Well, let's get what we can out of this. Who are we going to lose for this? I think we could lose Valkyrie now, because Valkyrie has done her job. She created our AP to get rid of the stuff. She's given us enough options. Now Apocalypse just needs to be killed. We don't need her anymore to generate AP or anything extra, right? She's not giving us damage. She just gave us AP, and we got past that part where we needed that AP. So I think we can just let her go. So without further ado, it's always good to think about what you need out of them. And now Gore can finish the fight. There we go. It's honestly a pretty good combo. You just got to think about who you're going to expend for the greater good. There's not a ton of other teams that I could highly suggest out there. I mean, there's probably some, but it's rough. It's a rough go. I'm gonna do one more fun fight in here. Actually, let me show you that one thing from earlier. I'm gonna break one of my rules and do 5-star stuff. As I mentioned, I usually don't do, but let's do Valkyrie, Drax, and Gargantos. I'm gonna start to try to speed through a couple things here. You'll see. You'll see. Who's this against? Yelena? It's still against Yelena, so Bounty Hunter done, because we're doing 5-star match damage. Okay. Tentacle Thrash against Magneto. So I'll just do this match 5 right now. And we're going to force this issue. There we go. That's done. He's going to get rid of that Tentacle Thrash, but that's okay. We're almost done with these peoples. Magneto again. That's okay. Do I do the red? I feel like I do the... yeah, let's do the purple, because then we can get Drax's big old strike rolling. Is it still Magneto? It is still Magneto. Wow. Okay, get that. Ooh, Milano gave me an extra strike tile. Nice. There you go. Magneto's gone. He's out of the picture. Gargantos can say blue to you. And then Drax can destroy her. They're a pretty decent team together, honestly. But want to see it work over here? I think you do. Yeah, let's just do this again. Actually, no. You saw this work. It works in the team thing, and it can work against Apocalypse because you're doing a lot of AP generation, a lot of damage, and Drax can destroy special tiles. You get the point, right? Let me show you another team that works. Once again, 5 stars using this time. Null for permanent HP damage. Jeff the Shark for boosting allied symbiote damage. And Rocket just for forcing the issue home and getting more strikes so that Null can do his thing earlier. Now, low-level AI, I put that on someone so that way I can keep creating things. But look how much they're already dead. Now, I know there was a crit in there. It's not fair. But honestly, he would have been dead in about 3 turns. Believe me, I've been using it a bunch. That's a great team to use on them. So good. I'm going to do it again right here, if only because I want to show you one last trick I have up my sleeve against Apocalypse. Let me just get rid of these enemies real fast. Low-level AI, summon a Mortal Coil, all that stuff. Fun, fun, fun. Come on, Jeff, eat up. Sorry to hear all the squeaking. I'm actually recording in my basement. And, yeah, the floorboards above are squeaky when certain people walk over certain spots of the house. Just is what it is. No big deal. Powerful friends. Get a black hit there. His damage is pretty good. We're going to get rid of that red because we don't need him doing anything. And done. You ever think there was a use for Null and Jeff the Shark together? Well, now you do. As non-humans, it works. Where is my extra special team? This is called the bonus round. I cannot guarantee success with this, but it is fun when it works. And I have gotten it to work once. 3-star Jeff the Shark. 3-star Goose. And finally, oh boy, can't believe we're doing this. 4-star Talos. You might be like, what are you doing, Pi? And I'd say, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing right now. All I know, the hardest part about getting this to work is getting the purple. But you can actually eat Apocalypse with Goose. Why would I do Jeff? Well, Jeff's green doubles the amount of protects you have out there on the board. This is also why I have Avengers Tower out there. Because support details. I get a chance to start with some yellow AP, make a match 4 or greater, make a protect. Why do I care about the yellow AP? Because Goose uses yellow to make protects. That's why I put the shield on Goose as well, because not only increase the health and whatnot, but there's a chance of creating projectiles when they fire a power. Start a battle, a chance to gain 3 yellow AP. I might actually drop that. And then the Carol Communicator. Talos ends up being our tank. And you might be like, why are you using Talos? Well, when Talos' traps are out there, we're stealing his main colors. Black, yellow, and red. Goose uses yellow and black a lot. So Talos becomes our thief and our tank all at the same time. And Carol's Communicator states, when a friendly special tiles match, there's a chance to heal supported character for a decent amount of health. That's a big deal. So I'm thinking we're going to change Goose if I can. We need the purple. So if I could change this, as much as I really want that, God, this Power Stone would be nice too. I almost want to put the Power Stone on Talos just to fire free powers, but it's not going to happen. Like, what would he fire off? Blue, which does nothing because it would stun, or more traps, which is, it's okay. I'd really want it to be on Goose, so Goose could fire random powers, but it means Goose would have to make the matches. And I don't know if Goose would make that many matches. Let me see here. Purple, yellow, black. Well, he's got the only yellow power. So it'd only be for yellow matches. Yeah, it's not worth it. Okay. Swap this. I'm sorry about the background noise. We have a little one who is not wanting to cooperate with mom. Fun times, right? Okay. If I want purple AP and I want it now, Quantum Realm is a good way to go. Gain 5 purple AP at the start of the battle. Plus, supporter character takes less damage. That might be probably our best chance of having purple to start. We could also do Chimichanga. If we put that on Talos, there'd be a chance of stealing purple. But I don't think or generating purple upon matches, I should say. Yeah, let's just go with man. Do I do the Quantum Realm now? Man, that's rough. That's rough. It's probably my best chance to do it. Let's boost up. We want some purple AP. We want some yellow. And we want some black. We want all of it. If we're going to do this, we need to go all in on this. In fact, actually, let's just boost this with an all. I want you guys to see it happen, and I think it's worth it. Okay. Okay, here we go. We're going to go with, don't worry. If you can hear him, he's okay. He's just upset. We need purples big time. So if we can get a purple match in here, we win. And I'm pretty much serious about that too. We win if we get that purple match. Let's do this blue, because he'll match that yellow to the left, won't he? Oh, he'll match that big red up top. That works. So we can take this purple. So what we can do, man, we just need a little more purple. Can we get this to work, please? Please, please, please. Because what we need is we need to get Goose invisible. If Goose can cast this purple, it'll be invisible. If there's enough protects out there on the board, then it's it's game over. We win. Let's put some protects out there now just to protect ourselves in the meantime. And maybe we need some green as well. I say green because Jeff can double our protections. Let's do that. Of course I gave you a nice yellow match. Why not, right? With the green backer. But the purple's here, so let's take it. Oh, it stole one purple. We were so close to casting it. Shoot. I only have one trap left for Talos, which is letting him steal colors. So I probably have to match this and get this out of the way now, so he doesn't take my trap away. Okay. We're losing purple steadily, which is annoying. It's so close. If I could just, I don't know, I guess we could do, let's do this here now. Here we go. Oh, that death tile's gonna go off. I didn't even see this over here. That's cute. Well, someone's gonna die. We don't want it to be Goose because we actually want this combo to go off, right? Oh, we could just match it away. There we go. Okay, there's a purple match. Goose took the hit and like a champ because of all those protects out there. Okay. And we're going to go here next. Let's see. I almost want to cast that green of Jeff's on the attack tiles just to make them go away like now. But I feel like the better use would be to... Let's just put that out here. And we'll get the purple ready to match on the next turn. We have to take what chances we can with this. Okay. Purple there. It's just a couple short. Note that the AP of our team is pretty high right now, meaning that Talos is going to be doing more and more match damage as time goes on. It's a good thing. We really, really want that. I am going to use some of Jeff's green now to kind of guarantee what we're getting going here. I'm going to use it on our protects because he's going to double those up next turn. 4,000 damage from Talos just with one match. But now we have a bunch of protects now. We're set for that combo if we could just get the purple. It's coming. It's coming. There's purple match over there. Just let us keep our purple for a second. Oh, there's two matches of purple. Take this one. Okay, Goose is fine. And then this purple right here means we can go invisible next turn as long as everything's alive. And we're going to win. We have, you want to count them with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 protects out there on the board right now. Want some animations? See what actually happened? Character effects. Okay, here you go. Invisible cat. So now the cat's invisible in the back, or the flurkin, I apologize. And this says, if there are 7, or if there are, I'm sorry, destroy all friendly protect tiles and any invisibility tiles targeting Goose and down the target enemy. So there you go. Here we go. And there you go. Dead Apocalypse. 3-star Goose can do it. You just need to have the AP set up. And the hardest part is that purple. If you can get the purple AP to do it, you got yourself a winner. There's probably another combination of supports out there. If you could find it to make it work, go for it. But there it is. I used 2 3-stars and 1 4-star guy and I'm still getting it done. It just takes a little bit of effort, tenacity, whatever you want to call it. That's it for me. Thank you very much for joining me for this heroic mode for X-Men vs. Apocalypse. Hope this helped you and yours get your points you need to help out your alliance in the last day of the event here. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.